The good life. One basic way we use the word good is to express moral approval. So when we say someone is living well or that they have lived a good life, we may simply mean that they are a good person, someone who is courageous, honest, trustworthy, kind, selfless, generous, helpful, loyal, principled, and so on. They possess and practice many of the most important virtues, and they don't spend all their time merely pursuing their own pleasure. They devote a certain amount of time to activities that benefit others, perhaps through their engagement with family and friends, or through their work, or through various voluntary activities. The ancient Greek philosopher Epicurus was one of the first to declare bluntly that what makes life worth living is that we can experience pleasure. Pleasure is enjoyable, it's fun, it's well pleasant. The view that pleasure is the good, or to put one another, that pleasure is what makes life worth living, is known as hedonism. Great Greek thinker Aristotle viewed the good lives in a more comprehensive way. According to Aristotle, we all want to be happy. We value many things because they are a means to other things. For instance, we value money because it enables us to buy things we want. We value leisure because it gives us time to pursue our interests, but happiness is something we value, not as a means to some other end, but for its own sake. It has intrinsic value rather than instrumental value. So for Aristotle, the good life is a happy life. But what does that mean? Today, many people automatically think of happiness as subjectivist term. To them, a person is happy if they are enjoying a positive state of mind, and their life is happy if this is true for them most of the time. There is a problem with this way of thinking about happiness in this way. Though, imagine a powerful sadist who spends much of his time gratifying cruel desires. Or imagine a pot-smoking, beer-guzzling, couch potato who does nothing but sit around all day watching old TV and playing video games. Recent research show that people who have children are not necessarily happier than people who don't have children. Indeed, during the child raising years, and especially when children have turned into teenager, parents typically have lower level of happiness and higher level of stress. But even though having children may not make people happier, it does seem to give them the sense that their lives are more meaningful. For many people, the well-being of their family, especially their children and grandchildren, is the main source of meaning in life. This outlook goes back a very long way. In ancient times, the definition of good fortune was to have lots of children who do well for themselves. But obviously, there can be other sources of meaning in person's life. They may, for instance, pursue a particular kind of work with great dedication. Every human being aspires to live a good life. The problem is, we all define the phrase good life differently. Some are looking to live an honest life full of integrity, joy, and happiness. Some are looking to live an honest life full of integrity, joy, and happiness. Others seek wealth, social status, and fame, as they hope this aspect will help them to live the good life. In fact, they directly associate the good life with money and material belongings. In people's quest for a good life, some completely disregard the needs of other people, while others consider helping people a means of living a good life. As you can see, there's potentiality, a huge difference between living the good life and living a good life. Not every person that is living a satisfied life is living a good life. Living the good life can be either expressed through an abundant, luxurious lifestyle, full of material belongings, or the attempt to live life in accordance with the ethical, moral, legal, and religious law of one's country or culture. As such, the term can both be understood as the quest for wealth, material possession, and luxuries, and the quest to create a worthwhile, honest, and meaningful existence. Gratitude is an important aspect of the good life. It helps us to overcome the feeling of not having enough. By being grateful, we can also overcome the never-ending pursuit of boundless desire.